Now that Acaden has made a strange decision and is no longer playing for the Wildcats. Another potential freshman that many aren't talking about is UConn's Ahmad Null, who could be developed with Pope's help. Let's take a look at this recruit. But first, subscribe to the channel for more Wildcat news. Mark Pope is about to embark on a new strategic phase after Acaden's surprising decision to not continue with the Wildcats. While this raises questions about the team's immediate future, there is one emerging name that could pique the interest of Lexington fans. Ahmad Null, the young UConn talent who recently entered the NCAA transfer portal. Although his freshman season was limited, Null brings with him a promising profile and a winning track record that could fit perfectly into Pope's long-term plans. Ahmad Null, despite playing just 6.4 minutes per game in 18 appearances for UConn, carries a pedigree that cannot be ignored. During his time at Imhotep Charter in Pennsylvania, he was considered a four-star prospect and was ranked the 37th overall player in the 2024 recruiting cycle, according to the On3 industry rankings. In addition, Null won 3 consecutive Class 5A state titles, earned Player of the Year honors, and was named first-team All-State as a senior. That resume suggests that, despite having limited opportunities at the college level thus far, Null has the potential to become a game-changing player with the right development. On3 senior analyst Jamie Shaw called Null a connection piece, someone who elevates his teammates with his game intelligence and reading ability. He is described as a strong defender who uses his strong frame and long arms to score both on and off the ball. On offense, Null demonstrates an unselfish style, moving the ball efficiently and converting three-point shots when he receives well-placed passes. While he still faces challenges related to his height and lack of explosive speed in quick transitions, his understanding of the game and competitive mindset are attributes that can be honed over time. For Kentucky, Null's potential arrival would represent a long-term development project. Mark Pope has demonstrated a knack for working with young players, helping them maximize their potential within the program. With his methodical approach and focus on individual growth, Pope could make Null an invaluable asset for the Wildcats, especially in a system that values versatility and teamwork. Additionally, Null's previous experience as a leader of championship teams in high school could bring a winning mentality that would be essential to Kentucky's locker room. While his numbers at UConn may not be particularly impressive, 1.2 points, 0.9 rebounds, and 1.1 assists per game, while shooting 35.7% from the field and 18.8% from three. It's important to remember that Null has had few opportunities to showcase his true potential. His best performance came in a win over Maryland Eastern Shore, when he recorded 5 points and 5 rebounds in 17 minutes of action. Those moments, while rare, reveal a player who can positively impact a game when given the confidence and consistent minutes. Rather than competing for high-profile transfers, Kentucky could take a chance on a player who is still figuring out his identity in college basketball. And that's interesting and creative, too. With the right tools and guidance, Null could develop into a reliable point guard or, at the very least, a solid rotation player who contributes to multiple aspects of the game. It's worth noting that Null's recruitment would also send a clear message to other prospects. Kentucky is committed to investing in the development of its players, regardless of where they are in their careers. That could attract future talent who see the program as a platform for growth. For Wildcats fans, that approach offers an exciting outlook, as it suggests the team is building something sustainable and not just looking for quick fixes. I'm excited to see if that can happen. Since their heartbreaking Sweet 16 exit to Tennessee in March, the schedule and transfer portal movement have kept BBN fans in a constant state of anticipation. And now, as the dust begins to settle, the 2025-26 roster is taking shape, and the signs are overwhelmingly positive. One of the main criticisms of last season's team was its lack of athleticism, especially on defense. While Amari Williams was a rim-protecting monster, averaging just over a block per game, and Andrew Carr and Brandon Garrison played solid roles. The general feeling was that the Wildcats lacked a consistent, intimidating presence on the front court. In total, the team racked up 145 blocks last season, a respectable number, but one that didn't quite strike fear into SEC opponents. However, that appears to be about to change dramatically. With the recent additions to the roster, the Wildcats' defense promises to become a nearly insurmountable wall. Jaden Quaintance, Cam Williams, and Muhaim Diabate are just a few of the players expected to raise the level of athleticism and protection in the paint in Lexington. Together, these three players combined for an impressive 123 blocks last season. Quaintance led the trio with 63, followed by Williams with 35 and Diabate with 25. The arrival of these defensive threats to Rupp Arena should provide an immediate boost to Kentucky's ability to intimidate opposing offenses. But the Wildcats' defensive revolution doesn't stop there. Malachi Moreno, a 7'1" center who will also join the roster, promises to be another key piece in building this interior fortress. With his impressive height and wingspan, Moreno has the potential to become a dominant force on defense from the start. His ability to alter shots and protect the rim could be exactly what Kentucky needs to further distinguish itself in the conference. These additions mark a clear leap in the team's identity. While last season was marked by a solid but unspectacular defense, the 2025-2026 version of the Wildcats promises to be a blocking machine and a defensive wall capable of destabilizing any opposing offense. The combination of veterans like Amari Williams and the new defensive talent creates an exciting scenario for fans, who can expect to see games full of spectacular plays and decisive moments in the paint. This defensive transformation is not just about numbers or statistics. It reflects a philosophical shift in the team's DNA. Under Mark Pope's leadership, Kentucky is clearly prioritizing building a balanced team capable of competing in all aspects of the game. If last season was a year of adjustments and adaptations for Pope, next season looks to be the moment where his vision finally comes to full life. The SEC is known for its physical and competitive teams, but Kentucky is poised to restore its status as one of the most fearsome defenses in the conference. With a combination of athleticism, height, and technical ability, the Wildcats have what it takes to dominate on both ends of the court. The flurry of transfer portal moves and recruiting moves are starting to pay off, and the 2025-2026 roster lineup promises to be one of the most exciting in years. How will Kentucky fare in this? Let me know what you think. Comment below.